Welcome to this short tutorial on how to post a sublease for free. Students are able to post free subleases on our off-campus housing website, which is offcampushousing.uark.edu. To get started, we're going to do a brief overview of that website, show you how to create an account, and then we will talk through the steps of posting a sublease and how to use the roommates feature. This is the off-campus housing website. It's the official website for off-campus housing for the University of Arkansas and is a service provided by Off-Campus Student Services. When you first enter the site, you'll need to create an account by hitting Sign Up. You'll want to make sure you pick the correct sign-up option for you, and as a student, that should be Arkansas Community Member. By selecting this type and logging in with your UARK email and password, this allows you to post subleases for free, find roommates, and post on message boards. Other people, such as guests or parents without a UARK email address, cannot see the roommate postings and cannot post the sublease for free. Once you click Login or Sign Up, we have integrated the off-campus housing website with the UARK Central login, so you will just use your UARK username and password that you already have. Once you've hit Login, this is what your account page will look like. To get started posting your sublease, you'll want to click Add a New Listing. Here, once you click Add a New Listing, it will ask for the exact address of your property. Once you start typing, it will give you some help as far as finding the full address. You can then click the one that's appropriate, and it should auto-populate the city, state, and zip code. This checkbox here allows you to add the listing to the map if when students are using the map function, your listing will pop up. You'll see that there are 13 required sections to post your sublease. This said it couldn't find an exact physical location for this property's address, which is sometimes the case, but however, you can see the map is close to where it actually is. You can select what area it is of campus. This one's auto-selected to Northwest, which is fine. You can check or uncheck who it's suitable for. Most students are going to want to uncheck faculty staff. You can also add your listing for free to the NWAC housing website, which looks just like our website, but for NWAC students. We do have some NWAC students that do like to live in Fayetteville, so it doesn't hurt to leave this checked. You can also give your name a headline. So, 1 bedroom in West Fayetteville for rent. Then you'll want to hit Save and Continue. You'll then be required to select all these things in red with the asterisks in order to publish your listing. In this case, this is a house, so we'd select house. This is where you want to select the number of bedrooms for rent, not the total number of bedrooms in the house. So for most people, you would choose 1. You would also want to choose the number of bathrooms that this room gets to use. You don't need to enter square footage, as many people do not know that, but this is how much rent you're looking to charge, so make sure you enter this appropriately. Then you'll need to choose rental type if it's per unit, which means for the whole house, or per bedroom. Since we're just trying to sublease a bedroom in this house, we're going to click per bedroom. You can add any specials to your rent, like for example, $100 Visa gift card if you sublease by January 1. This is an area where you can add a nice little incentive for students to choose your sublease over others. Again, you'll want to check here if it's a sublease or if it's a roommate. Most of you are going to have roommates, so make sure you check that if appropriate. And you'll want to select how many people already live there. Since this is a 3-bedroom house, there's already 2 other people there. This lets students know when your sublease is available. We'll put a move-in date of January 1 just for example. For a move-out date, you'll want to put how long your lease goes to. For an example, we'll put the end of May. This is where you can check all the amenities that the house or apartment comes with. You'll also need to put if pets are allowed. And then you can put what types of pets. For amenities, you'll want to check as many things as possible to let other students know exactly what they're getting. It's a big one to make sure you put if it's furnished or not, so they know if they need to bring their own furniture. It's also important to include which utilities are included in rent so students have a good idea. The only required amenities you have to list are parking and laundry. The description is where you will write a short description of the property, how many roommates are already living there, what they're like, when you're looking for someone to move in, and what specials you're running. Great house in West Fayetteville with 2 other student roommates. You would want to expand on this, but we're just going to do a short description for an example. You'll need to put your contact information so people know how to contact you if they're interested in your unit. Many students also opt to put their cell phone number there so people can text as well. You'll also want to put your email address, and as it states here, you'll receive email leads, but it won't be visible on your listing. You can also select if there's a best time to call. This is where you can upload up to 3 images for your listing. The more images, the better. Students will really want to see what the exterior looks like and what the interior looks like of the apartment or house. Once you are done with everything, and if you notice over here, you can go back and edit each of these areas once you have completed them. You'll want to click Activate Listing if you're ready to use it now, or Hide Listing for now if you're just working on it and want to post it for later. At the top, you can also click the preview to see what your listing will look like on the website. This is that headline you typed in, the address, any specials you're offering. It shows a map of where it's listed. This is all that information you filled out previously. When students click amenities, this lists all the amenities you had checked off. And then details and property description is where it will show the information you put in the text box. The student will click here to send the email. They'll click here to view your phone number, and they can type in the information right here, and it'll shoot you an email to that UARK email address you put in. For this example, we decided not to post the sublease right now. When you click your account, you'll see now this button that says Manage Edit Current Listings. This is that listing we just created. You can see it's currently inactive, but you can very easily switch it to active if that's what you're ready to do. You can also edit it, view it, and delete it from the Your Account page as well. Once you've posted a sublease, it's also a good idea to have the roommates, if applicable, that are still living in your house post in the roommate profile section. In order to post in this section, that person needs to make an active roommate profile in order to see who else is looking for an apartment. When you create a roommate profile, there's a section where you can select if you're either looking for an apartment or if you already have an apartment. If your current roommates fill out this section and say they currently have a place, they can be also looking for someone to fill your spot in the lease in addition to you posting your sublease. After you've turned your sublease onto active and you want to see what other subleases are out there, you can click the Housing tab to see all of the listings. These are going to be all the apartments on the site, but if you click the listing type as sublet, you'll see all the students that are subleasing. The sublets are also in these blue boxes as well. You can see there are a slight variety. We have 26 results for subleases right now. You'll see here students definitely utilize photos, addresses, and any specials they have going on right now. See, this one says December's pay. Many students do use this to find a sublease and have had success with it, so Off-Campus Student Services definitely encourages you to post this sublet. Your sublet will only be posted for 60 days, and after that you will need to just hit renew and make sure it's still current. As a reminder, as soon as you do sublease, make sure you go in and inactivate your listing so students do not continue to call you about your sublease. If you have any questions about subleasing, roommates, or finding housing, please feel free to contact Off-Campus Student Services at the information on the screen. We are located in the Arkansas Union on the 6th floor west and have not only the off-campus housing website, but also our main website that posts many resources such as our off-campus living guide, good neighbor rules, and Fayetteville City ordinances. We can also be emailed or phone called. Some of our links are also on the housing website. If you scroll to the top, we have direct links to our department's website, the off-campus living guide, landlord-tenant rights, and be a good neighbor information on the housing website.